Hello and welcome to another episode of our career on U-31. This is going to be quite a little special episode, and that's because for whatever reason OBS decided not to record my voice while recording. So this is going to be a little bit of after commentary, little bit of voiceover. And yeah, back to base. The first thing we do is to load torpedoes, and later we will also fill to the top our supplies. Fuel tanks and torpedoes, they are going to go into the submarine. Yeah, here I'm checking that my torpedo tubes are full, and that's because in the last episode, if you remember, we sailed with 4 spare torpedoes missing because we came back with the torpedo tubes unloaded, and when we filled our spares, well, the crew reloaded those torpedoes and we had 4 spare spaces that we didn't take advantage of. Didn't really matter back then. Because, well, if you remember, that was a mission to recover an Enigma machine. Not a lot of fighting involved, even while we fired a couple of torpedoes and we bagged a destroyer. But yeah, well, we didn't need a lot of torpedoes for that. But for a longer patrol, that might have hurt. So yeah, I'm going to make a point of making sure that I'm fully loaded before going out. And yeah, here you can see me loading myself to the brim with supplies. Also filling my the gun ammunition, and we are going to check soon. Here I'm checking the discipline. We still are not fatigued, so we don't need to go on vacation. We are going to check the list of missions that we have available. One of them is to go to the kill flotilla, which I'm not going to do because honestly, Wilhelmshaven is much better. Hey, I'm saying it in one go right now. In the first episode, I couldn't even say that name, and now I'm saying it in one go. Yeah. No, kill is not an option right now. Here I'm checking on the different missions, the rewards, because we don't have the Battle of France available. And I really wanted that because we are very close to achieve the second stage of the Battle of France. But we don't have any mission for that. We have 2 free missions, 2 patrols, which I'm checking for rewards if there are officers or something. None on that. So I'm going to go with the tonnage war mission in the sector AN2, which means it's between the United Kingdom and Norway. I do that because I want my tonnage to count for something. I really wanted a Battle of France mission, but no luck. So yeah, we'll go with that. And yeah, with that we'll load the torpedoes and just go. Also here there was a notification that we could assist the development of better batteries, but I checked on the headquarters and no, there was no option for that. But yeah, with this we'll go out of port and begin our patrol. So yeah, here we are already on the way to our patrol area, and we received a message from U-96 which says that he heard propellers and that they were going eastern. So what I'm going to do is to plot a course after trying several times to try to cross the path of the contact, and with that we move on. Not long after that we got yet another message about a convoy going northwest, and that we are going to see in the map now is way down to the southwest from our position, but it's going northwest, so probably we can intercept it. Here I'm explaining that is the opposite way from my patrol area, but hey, we are here, why not try? We still have the previous report from U-96, and I'm going to dive to do a sound check over the position that I'm that I'm pointing at. And here I notice something really weird. I don't know what's going on with the conning tower in this mission. Look at that. And later on, a very strange pattern comes on the conning tower. It's pretty neat actually, but I don't know what was happening here, honestly. Yeah, well, the thing is, we are going to go and do the sound check and see if we hear the mercants that U-96 was reporting, and if not, we will go and try to contact that other convoy. And indeed, as we go down to do the sound check, we do hear propeller noises from 1 to 3 and ships. So I plot a course, southwest and then west-southwest, and we'll see if we make contact with them. I order go to the surface, and up we go.
Wechseln auf Dieselmotor.
So after a while of going on the surface, we do have a smoke contact. Smoke on the horizon. By the way, you will see a ship marker there to the right of my submarine, to the east. That, I don't know if it was a phantom contact or what, I really don't know. Because, yeah, well, I went to check it and there was absolutely nothing. So, yeah, whatever it was, I couldn't see it. But those I do see, those are two mercants. I can see the mast already. And here I'm saying that seems the Swedish flag, which did seem like the Swedish flag from this distance. But the fourth ship I can't really make out. So yeah, I try to come closer and take a proper look. And as we move closer, well, we identify one of the ships as a world-class tanker. That's, I like tankers. So here I was like, yummy. And the other is a mercant, a proper mercant. So here what I finally decide is to begin taking measurements and check on the speed and course of the targets to deliver a proper attack. Of course, I still think that the ship the trailing ship is a Swedish tanker ship, a Swedish merchant ship. So of course that's neutral, and if it's neutral we can't do anything. But assuming that the foremost ship is either British or legit in any way, well, there's no reason why not to plan a proper attack. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. So with 1 minute there, we check on well, you have seen me doing this many times. We check the course and the distance the contact has moved on this 1 minute, and we find the speed with that method. Extend the line and we find this a course of 80. So for a 90-degree attack, I need to adjust my course to 170. And that way we will be in a perfect 90-degree attack position. But as it turns out, this is not going to be a proper target. We have so much, by the way, in the meantime, during that minute, because I wanted to make sure that these guys didn't see me. But what I was saying, this guy, I still don't see the flag. But the guy behind is clearly a neutral. And turns out that the guy in the front is also going to be a neutral. But yeah, this is where shenanigans are going to begin to happen. Right now, of course, I'm working on the assumption that the guy in the front is a legitimate target. So I'm putting some data on the TDC. And now again, what we are going to do is to move closer and check on the identity of the ship in the front, the tanker. And here we are closer. Still can't really make up the flag, but yeah, the game is going to do it for me. The guy behind, look, the flag. that's Norway, and Norway is neutral, and we can't sink that thing, and the other guy I think is Swedish. We are going to check it now. It's unknown, but soon you will see it's actually not Swedish. The lightning makes it seem Swedish, but yeah. So I order to surface the boat, and we are going to come close for an inspection. Now the game doesn't allow you to board neutral tankers. I don't really know why, because you should be able to do it. I guess it's because you can't capture the cargo, I don't know. At any rate, well, you can't board tankers, but the guy behind is American. Look at that. And look at the flag, that's not Swedish. With the lightning, that seems a Swedish flag, but no, it's Iceland. It's an Icelandic ship. Yeah, so we have to let go the guy in the front because, yeah, you can't board it. But that guy, the Icelandic one, we can board and we can check on the cargo. So we are going to do that. And here we are, close to the freighter. We can send a party to investigate. So first we are going to send our language guy. He speaks French. Not very useful with an Icelandic ship, but whatever. And yeah, our XO and one of our engineers, and of course all the ranks we can send. So 8-man party with a gun, a helmet, and this guy is going to go naked. Well, not naked. He's going to have nothing. So we sent a delegation, and yeah, we are going to check on what's going on with this ship.
What do you need, officer?
We go to the captain office, and we do want to see the papers. Turns out they are going to Riga, which actually makes sense with the course they were taking. So I ordered a search on the cargo hold. I ordered to stop the machines because I don't want to slam my submarine against that ship. And we will have to wait a little bit until the search is over. Meanwhile, the tanker is going to go away. And look at that. See that pattern on the conning tower? I don't know where that comes from, but it's kind of cool. I don't know, but I've never seen that in the game. At any rate, yeah, it's going to take a while. So fast forward and we'll see what happens when the investigation is over. Almost done, and there we go. Yeah, it turns out that there's nothing out of the usual, and there's a sailor there who's married with a girl of Hamburg. So here I see, well, nothing out of the usual, 36 units of gold. That's nothing out of the whatever. Yeah, well, it's American, is neutral, so yeah, but the problem is that I clicked on evacuation. And here I'm like, oh shit, what have I done? And they are evacuating the ship. So I'm like, sorry, have some food. Because I totally messed up on that. Really, the clicking on this game gets me into a lot of trouble. I'm going to just say that. So here I am like, well, I'm just gonna leave, whatever. I mean, but he has the lifeboats out. He has abandoned ship. I gotta sink him, right? Or not? So here I'm like, if I leave him afloat, will that count as sinking a neutral? Because of course, if you do that, yeah, that's a problem, right? But here, look at the cargo hold, and I'm like, well, that's some beautiful gold you have. It would be a pity to send it to the bottom of the sea, right? And I'm not going to say send a phantom ship around the seas with a cargo of gold, so I'm gonna take it. I'm a pirate now. Yo ho ho, RAMbeard. It would be Blackbird, but I mean, we are German, right? German blondes redheads. Well, redheads are from Ireland mostly, but yeah, Blackbeard doesn't sound like German, right? Redbeard does. Actually, it was a German emperor. So yeah, we are going to take that gold and we are going to sing that thing because we are now German pirates. Well, I mean, submarines are coursers of the sea, right? Kind of. Yeah, I don't think the Icelandic government is going to be very happy with us. But then again, what are they going to do about it? Invade? So, yeah, I sent my XO to, well, no, not my XO, my third officer to the deck gun, and yeah, fire away it is. You know, I was really thinking like, I'm going to leave this guy. I'm going to leave it because I clicked it by mistake. If I go away, I don't sink it, what's going to happen? I mean, sinking a neutral ship is going to have a -1 reputation for me, but I have a lot, so I don't really care right now. And 36 gold can go a very long way, right? I don't know if Donis is going to love us for this, or he's going to hate us because we sank a neutral ship. So yeah, here I'm just putting some rounds on that miserable poor little ship because yeah, I mean, again, clicking on this game really puts me on some trouble. So here we have a further message from the convoy that we were trailing before, but we are busy sinking a ship that we shouldn't sink. Yeah, well, we are going to report that we inspected it, and yeah, I'm going to also go to the machine gun, but because why not, you know. At any rate, yeah, let's move forward and let's not see more of this shameful display of piracy. So yeah, well, this is the end result. Some more rounds on that guy. I set it on fire and I just ordered to stop the fire because, yeah, I mean, no sense in putting more shots on that poor soul, right? And here I was waiting for the demise of the ship when I received this. That's radio transmission that we can decode, which means it's alien. And of course, you won't expect an Icelandic merchant ship to have encoded messages from the allied side, right? So this tells me that something is up. Also, we just sank a ship, so we completed a mission sinking a ship we shouldn't sink, but yeah, well, that part of it is done. So I canceled the alarm, and I immediately, after going through a save, because I don't know why, but the game always saves when I sink a ship. Yeah, I'm going to get the hell out of here because I know something is up. And yeah. Why? Because again, encoded message from an Icelandic ship. I mean, it could have been an SOS, but then it would say SOS, and then I noticed this: warships. They are coming for us, so I really need to hold us. I mean, while all this was happening, one of our engineers has leveled up. So I checked on the different possibilities. We already have improved authority, so that's out of the way. And the next in line is going to be not thorough, because I think it's overpowered, but handyman, because repairing 25% faster is pretty powerful. Also, that stacks, I think, with the 10% of the skill we got after the Enigma mission. So yeah, after doing that, we just need to go on and try to get away from that warship. And oh boy, I was right in trying to get away as fast as possible. There's a submarine here. That's a Type 2, that's a German one, but that's not a German plane. So I immediately ordered an emergency dive, because yeah, that seems that whatever thing was that sending that message, it really got the attention of some planes. And there are some splashes of water around my submarine, which means the plane is attacking. And look at this. That's a bullfighter, by the way, too early in the war for a bullfighter. But he's dropping bombs on us. Thankfully, he missed. But that's the kind of thing I really don't want to go through. Yeah, we got away, but oh my, that might have been really bad. And look at that, yeah, November of 39 and a bullfighter around, that's 2 years too early. But yeah, down we go, and there were 2 planes, by the way, look at that. So down we go, and down we are going to stay for a little while, because yeah, those things are nasty. So after a couple of hours underwater, I'm hearing the propeller noises of that warship coming close. And I don't want to be underwater when he comes closer than that. So it's night. It's a pretty dark night. There's moon, but yeah, it's much better to go on the surface and just go full ahead and try to get out of the way of that guy. Here we are sending the report of the planes we spotted before, and yeah, we are just going to run like hell to not have to find ourselves dealing with a destroyer. Also, of course, we need to be worried about those planes. Maybe they come back, but it's midnight. I'm not expecting planes by night. Of course, it was night before. It was 10 o'clock when they came on top of us. But yeah, I think they might be back to base already. And indeed, we were able to go on the surface without being detected. And now we need to make contact with that convoy. You can see the contact there. We receive some messages that there's a new mission. We need to help another submarine because they have scurvy and we need fresh vegetables. But if you remember the food we loaded on board, yeah, we don't have that. We don't have any. So unless they want some bread or canned fish or some gold, but you can't eat gold, and certainly that's not going to get rid of scurvy. So yeah, that submarine is not going to be helped. And here you can see first, we received a message. That's yet another contact, southern, from this position. But more importantly, you might have noticed that the convoy we were tracking has turned west. That means it's going to do the Firth of Forth. That inlay of water into the eastern side of the British islands. That's where the battle cruisers of World War I were based, by the way. That was where British squadron was based. And I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of that at all. Those are very restricted waters, not a lot of depth, and we need to overtake that convoy, come close, make contact, and attack just at the doorstep of the Royal Air Force. So here I'm just thinking, unless they turn north again, I'm not doing this. And yeah, here I stopped and I was explaining just that. I'm not a fan of coming that close to that part of the United Kingdom. That part is very well guarded, very well defended. The sea is really not deep at all, maybe 50 meters of depth at most. And that's for a U-boat is the sentence if it's found by sonar. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just break the chase, cut it off, and go our merry way to the north and do the patrol we need to do in order to complete this mission, because I'm not a fan. Again, that's a very heavily guarded area, several bases, and again, that was the base of the battle cruisers in World War I. So I'm guessing maybe minefields, nets, maybe not in the game, but in real life I would think that I don't want to go there. So yeah, well, just a lost opportunity. Nothing happens. And yeah, that's where we are going to leave it. That's where I chose to stop recording today. So yeah, that's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did so, give me a thumbs up. Let's make YouTube recommend my videos, which right now is doing a hell of a job doing it. And as always, anything you want to comment or say on whatever in the comment section below. By the way, I have my Facebook up again, so if you want to check that out, just look in the description, the link is there. As always guys, thank you very much for watching, and see you later.